What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the Bianconeri Zone. And so here we go for Jonathan David. Very early in the morning. But I mean, after yesterday evening, it was kind of expected that it was just a couple of days, apparently not even days, hours away, because it's a done deal. Romano confirmed, we're just sorting out the final details, or just actually putting everything to pen to paper, basically. But it's a done deal, according to Matteo Moretto. He's going to be, in Torino soon for his medicals, but it's done, even though there were rumors that he's going to the Saudi League and etc. The club moved fast because Jonathan David asked the club to move fast because he wanted to have some certainty about his future, which makes sense. So before we get into it, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, but definitely like the video because it's extremely early. So I need to improvise. But yeah, it's done. We signed Jonathan David. Good signing, I think, at the end of the day. Is he the glamour signing or the player everybody is dreaming about, and saying, okay, this is going to be the difference for us being, extremely competitive on his own? No, he's not going to be the reason we will be competitive, yes or no, but he will be the reason we will, as a team, as a unit, as a club, if the club does what they should be doing, be competitive. I would agree with that as well. I think everybody's frustrated, and that's not fair towards, I think, David, in my opinion, because we have bigger issues, and we've seen it yesterday evening. We lack quality, that's for one, but we also lack defenders. That's for sure as well. We lack both. We lack quality, and we lack defenders in general. So we kind of, it's I think that's more the frustrating part, where it's like, okay, now we have an issue with Jonathan David because we need defenders, and we need defenders, and we need a better squad. We need quality in the squad. I think that's obvious yesterday, and that's what I've always keep hammering on. Okay, if we have squad players who are not good enough, and we've seen it yesterday, we bring these squad players on, and the quality just drops off massively. These are the players you need to move on and improve in the starting 11. And the moment you start improving your starting 11, the players who are already in the starting 11 will become bench squad players, and your team automatically becomes good. But Jonathan David, I have no issue with the signing. The rumored wages are about 5 plus 2, according to Mirko Di Natale. I think is that too much? A little bit, probably. 7 million euros in total, depending on the bonuses are for Jonathan David. But he's a free agent, and we need strikers because Vlahovic is gone. We need to move him out. Milik is not an option anymore. So we need help, and that is help that will get the numbers. That is with Jonathan David. He's not the glamour signing, but his numbers are good. Double-figure goals and assists, for multiple seasons. It's very good. Is he a 30 goals a season player? No, but I'm not really looking for it. I think we need to spread those goals out. If you move on and see what we'll do in the market. But I think he's a good player. Technically he's well sounded. He can convert. He can play multiple positions, or you can use him in multiple different ways. I think that's a better way to put it. Excuse me. So I mean, that being said, I don't really have an issue with that. It's just moving forward right now, it becomes interesting because Di Marzio keeps pushing and saying that the club really wants to bring in Oshimen. The moment Oshimen opens up to a move, or the club feels, okay, it's actually possible to get Oshimen, then they will pounce on it. And that leaves you with the question, okay, what's going to happen with Colomani? Is he going to leave? Are you not going to renew his loan deal? Because that's becoming very interesting. I feel a little bit for him because the rumors and the talks have been dying compared to a couple of weeks ago when Comoli just got announced and he said, well, we are keeping Colomani and we have a good feeling we'll be able to keep him even for next season and find a good deal for the following seasons. Right now, it feels like it's Jonathan David and they're trying to push for Oshimen. Does that mean Colomani is gone? Most likely, unless PSG are very given and they give you a fantastic deal. But even then, Colomani is playing well, I think. He was playing for a World Cup is coming up, so he wants to have certainties about playing time. So it's up in the air completely right now, and it's adding a little bit more pressure because, yes, we need to fix that backline massively. If that doesn't happen soon, we're in trouble. But it also is now, okay, now you created a possible issue where you need to sort out a couple of the issue. Colomani is done. He's going back to PSG. The Club World Cup is over. But yeah, if you can get Oshimen, then it's like, okay, do we need to do that? Do we need to keep Colomani? But if you get Oshimen, he is your player. Colomani is not your player, even if you loan him for a season. So maybe the club is looking at in that perspective as well. After the game, Komoli came out and said he was frustrating that we went out of the cup, but he said, you know what, I've seen this right now. I've seen what has happened. I've seen the changes. I've seen what we have done in the Club World Cup, and now it's very clear what we need to do, he said. And I thought that was extremely interesting that he said that. For us, it's very obvious. It's been obvious for ages. For him, apparently, he just figured out what we need to do within the club. So let's see if that's talk or it's real. And he believes that, and he knows that, okay, we need to do this, and this with at the squad. With the squad. For us, it's obvious. Now it's okay. You said it. Those are nice and kind words, but now you need to do it. You need to show that actually you know what you have to do, and it's not just fixing the attack or the midfield. That backline needs a squad overhaul, needs pure quality. The midfield needs a piece year, yes, one or two, because if Locatelli and Thuram go out, the quality goes down immensely, and people are not even a fan of Locatelli. And then you also have issues up top because you have players. Conceição is not really your player. He's going back to Porto as of now. Colomani is going back to PSG as of now. Vlahovic is out of the project. Milik is out of the project. So a lot of question marks. But Jonathan David is over the line. I have no real issues with the deal. I will have an issue with that deal if it's Jonathan David and you don't even try for Oshimen, and the targets for the back line are not quality enough. Then I will have an issue with it. Then it's like, yeah, you got Jonathan David, but it's not gonna move any needle. It's not gonna really make a massive difference for our season competing with top four, because in all of this, I don't think Tudor is the best of coaches. He's not a top coach, and he's going to need pure quality to help him overcome that, because at times he's a bit naive, even against Real Madrid, with injuries, and he keeps playing a back three with Xabi Alonso figuring us out, and just playing between the lines, and we couldn't adjust. And yes, it was lack of quality. Also, the fitness level of the players. He said 10 players were asking for substitutes, and he was pushing it, obviously, but that's a worry. Like, how are they that tired? They all kind of rested against Man City, and you're playing teams who played more games and played a couple of days ago with the full team because they needed to win. So I don't know. For now, it's Jonathan David. Here we go. So let me know in the comments what you think. It's a good deal. Is it a bad deal? What do you think about it in general? And yeah, that's it. Hit the like button, subscribe, and we will talk again later tonight during a live show. Ciao.